needs, I need the money, I need to breathe, I need the honest, nothing. Then I look rich and I'm out of her league, out of her league. Yeah, Jordan. I got some needs, I need the money, like I need to breathe. I need some honest and I need the scheme. I need the W by any means, yeah, that I mean. Tell that little bitch that I'm out of her league. Enough is enough, and I think I'm allergic to suckers. You niggas keep making me sneeze. And them out for blood and I'm making them bleed. You try to run it, I'm breaking your knee. I made them fall like I'm raking the leads. You know I ball like I play for the league. I mean what I say and I say what I mean. I ain't no joke, we ain't making no memes. If I pull up on them, I'm making that scene. Then I'm making them scream. Straight from the bricks, I need a lick. I drink the body since I was a jig. Nigga unlit, how can I miss? Came from the bottom and got me a check. Bitch, I'm a threat, I got a flex. You want the crime, but don't know what it takes. I am built different, I'm not what you think. I cannot lose, I go out with a bang. I hope you never say my name in vain. I'm with whatever, just not play no games. I know they say I change, I cannot say the same. I bet they want me shackled, they're locked in the chains. I guess that's just what happens with bad news. On my mama, I never been fragile. I'm the wrong with the fuck with this taboo. Turn you niggas to R&B tattoos. Still a youngin', but feel like a OG. Can't forget all the shit that they told me. Tired of niggas thinking that they know me. You gon' turn me back into the old me. You gon' turn me back into a savage. I done did shit you couldn't imagine. Leveled up and then bought me a mansion. I can never go back to what has been. I can never go back to the old days. No way. Back to walking to work on a cold day. Back to thinking my ex was my soulmate. Back to telling myself it'll be okay. We'll be okay. We'll survive.
All right, what's good, everybody? Just giving it a couple seconds, letting anybody else join on that's obviously going to be trading binary with us. Real quick, hopefully you guys can actually hear everything that I'm saying. Oh, I'm over here. I pressed the wrong button. Hopefully you guys can hear everything. If you guys can, let me actually see if I can see the comments. If there is actually comments, there is. There is no comment section below because this is turned off for the content made for kids. So next time I'll make sure that I adjust that. For some reason, you guys can't comment on the actual session. I will make sure that I fix that and accommodate that for next time. But I will be actually doing these these YouTube lives most likely every day with you guys. I actually do want to start practicing binary options with everybody, start marketing it in a better way so everybody understands that I do in fact know how to trade binary, or I'm at least practicing to ensure that I can remain profitable. So real quick, in case anybody is wondering, I am currently on a demo account. I am not a professional binary trader. I'm simply practicing with my team of students. I'm simply educating them on how to trade Forex. I'm teaching them how to be profitable and understand how to trade the markets in a very easy manner. But what we're also trying to do is understand how to become profitable in the binary markets as well. It's a very quick market. You're able to profit within 30 seconds to a minute. So wow, my fault. I got my balcony door open. I know you can hear that. I'm about to close my balcony door here in a second. But what I am trying to do is become more profitable within this market because it's a very quick market. You're able to make your profits very quickly. So I want to be able to capitalize on that. While we're making money throughout the day trading Forex, I want to also be able to make money throughout the night, like around this time trading binary, be able to capitalize on that and be able to make as much money. So I did want to invite everybody to these daily sessions. They will be 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. I know I was a little late. I just got lost trying to get home. But I do want, in fact, educate others, really get things going and help everybody profit as well. So again, for everybody who's just joining on right now, again, there is no chat, unfortunately, so I do apologize. And I'm also on a demo account. I don't want anybody thinking I'm trading live. So if you are going to be placing live trades, please be very careful. Understand that is very risky, and I don't want you guys losing any money. I am not, again, a professional binary trader. I'm simply practicing so that way I can become one. These are the proper and necessary steps in order for you to actually become profitable in something, whether it's binary, Forex trading, does not matter. You always want to make sure that you're practicing more than you're actually trying to trade real money, because once you start putting real money into it and start losing your profits, you're going to get discouraged and walk away. So that's the last thing I want to do. I want to be able to be profitable with this and understand how to make money in this market. So what we're going to do is I already have the pairs that we're going to be trading. Actually, we have a few more that we're going to add. GBP USD, it does seem like we have some highly profitable payouts here. So we're going to just add those. So I'm actually going to get rid of the low paying ones and just keep the high paying ones. If there is not enough, then we'll add some more so that way we have a little bit more opportunities to trade and capitalize on. So we'll just use these for now. We'll just move the higher probability ones up front. So I'm not really worried about the payouts as of right now. The only thing I'm really focused on is the consistency behind the strategy that we're going to be using. So the strategy that we're going to be using looks a little weird, I know. And I'm going to be actually be transferring between the broker itself where we're going to be placing the trades, and I'm also going to be transferring between MT4 where we're going to be getting the analysis and the idea on why we are placing these trades, and obviously the entries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move some of these to the front so it's very easy for us to navigate through. So we got CAD JPY and USD JPY. So let's move those up. CAD JPY is already there. We got GU and Euro GBP, which is a very we might get rid of one of those because those are inverse pairs, and when we trade one, we could definitely trade the other, but we might not have the time to do that. But we'll add those there really fast. We got Euro CAD and GBP AUD. So Euro CAD, where are you? If I can find you, don't make me look bad. I definitely passed it, didn't I? Oh, right there. So we got Euro CAD. What was the other one? GBP AUD. So we're going to add those. If we don't find that many opportunities throughout the market, just because we only have these pairs that we're working with, we'll go ahead and add more, and then be able to capitalize on that. But around this time, the momentum is not as great, so you're not going to be able to find the best opportunities, or which I kind of like in a sense. The lack of volatility, we get a perfect entry, we're in and out of that trade, we make our money. That's what I've been trying to work on. So we might not get as many entries as a lot of you guys may be used to, but we will be going for as much consistency as possible. Now, again, if you guys are on a live account, I will be letting you guys know if I'm practicing something, because again, I'm just trying to become profitable and see what works and what does not. So I will let you guys know if there is something that I'm practicing and that it has a lot of risk behind it. I will let you guys know not to place on a live account, because the chances of you losing are great. But what I am going to do right now is start looking for some potential trade opportunities and see what we could do. So let's get started. So we're going to start here with CAD JPY. Excuse me. So we're going to see if there is any potential opportunities throughout some of these markets. So if you just see me going through these charts very quickly, it's just because I want to make sure that I'm not missing any opportunities that these charts may give us. So in case you guys are wondering what this weird little line strategy is, this is my strategy called Legacy Line. I use it very in the sense of just using it for entries for the most part. And it helps me be as precise as possible with our entries, so that way we can accommodate, or just not accommodate, but so that way we can remain consistently profitable. So if you're seeing me just wondering why isn't there any trades right now, it's just because I want to make sure that when we place a trade that it is good. It just doesn't look good. I want to make sure that it is in fact profitable. So we got GBP. Okay, so USD CAD is not the last one, is GBP AUD. We might actually add a few more pairs here so we can take advantage. Let's go to CAD JPY really fast. Let's go to CAD JPY, and I'm going to look for a sell. So I'm selling CAD JPY right now. Oh, I actually messed up. I messed up. So I should have allowed you or explained to you guys that we're using a 30-second expiry. So if you guys can, and I apologize if we lose this trade, but if you guys can, if you're using pocket options, or make sure that your expiry time is for 30 seconds. So that way you guys aren't getting the wrong expiry times when we are. So make sure that your expiry time is for 30 seconds. We might go ahead and lose this trade. It might have lost even with 30 seconds, so that's perfectly fine. The lack of momentum really isn't there. But the reason why I'm looking for the sells here is just because, as you guys see here, these red moving averages, the way that I use them is kind of like a level of resistance. So anytime we're within that area, we're supposed to be looking for some potential entries. Obviously, the other moving averages and Bollinger Bands give us a strong idea, but right now, we're actually going to go ahead and win that trade. And in 30 seconds, that would have actually cleared as they would. Oh, we're going to break even last second. Break even, literally last second. So with this broker, at least when you break even, you don't lose any money. But I'm just trying to be that should have been a win. So we're going to go ahead and identify another potential trade. We might actually get in a double up here. I still like the sells for this. So we might come back to this and look at that. It pushes down lower. So the analysis was there. The idea was true, but the market just gave us that small little push back up so that way we couldn't get it. Maybe you guys got it. Hopefully you guys got a little bit of a better entry than me and caught that at the last second to be profitable. But unfortunately, I just broke even. So we're going to go to EuroCAD. Actually, no, we're going to leave EuroCAD alone. That actually looks like a potential buy. Yeah, it looks like it's going to start correcting. So we're going to just go ahead and identify some more trades. Let's go to GBP USD. We're going to leave GBP USD. Oh my God. As soon as I was going to say we're going to leave GBP USD open and look for sells, it immediately started selling. So I do apologize for that. We're not going to look for sells anymore, only because I don't want to sell at a low point because it's already here. I'm not going to. We might get a potential, small buy. If you're on a live account, do not. Actually, no, I'm not even going to do that because I want to stay as consistent as possible. What I was going to do is look for some buys here around these yellow moving averages. I might still, but it's very risky because of the analysis that I'm currently getting. But I still want to stay true and make sure that we're identifying the right things. So I might add a few more pairs here so that way we have more opportunities. USD JPY looks like it's losing that bullish momentum. So we're going to look at that and start buying. We're going to get another potential trade here for a sell with GU. We're just going to allow that market to, or that candle rather, to extend as far as it wants to go and then open a new candle. Let me check the next time frame as well. Oh, yes. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and sell now. Oh, my God. As soon as I said that, it pushes down lower. So I'm selling GBP USD right now. I might get another little entry right here. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So I placed 2 entries on GBP USD. So hopefully this market continues to get a little bit more bearish momentum to at least reach the yellow moving averages, because if we reach there, then obviously both entries will clear and there's a potential buy within that area as well. So it does seem as if both of these trades may end up in small profits. So we got a few more seconds for the first entry. Perfect. And that second entry is an even better entry. So with that small momentum, we're able to clear both of those trades. So it's going to accommodate the trade that we broke even on. And then it's also going to get us into a profitable fashion. So as you see here, I just kind of go crazy with some of the entries towards the end of the session. I actually like to blow the account towards the end and start with a brand new $10,000 account. So that way I can see what I could do with those $10,000. Because that's probably what I'll open up with a live account. So real quick, in case anybody's wondering, I'm only trying to get into these small moves. I don't care how big the move is or how small the move is, as long as we're profitable. And it really is me just trying to practice the entries with this initial strategy. So if I can perfect that, trust me, we're definitely good. So I'm going to go to EuroCAD. This is a little risky, but I do see a potential sell forming here. And now it is a little. I'm going to go ahead. Let's wait for that candle. Let me see what this candlestick does actually, because it's starting to be a little bit more bullish than intended. So the last thing I want to do is just start selling because it looks like it's going to sell. I want to make sure it actually is, in fact, going to give us a nice trade opportunity. And look at that, CAD JPY. That should have been a win, man. I'm so angry about that. GU still pushing for sells. Let's go to Euro GBP. I'm going to buy Euro GBP right now. So I've placed 1 entry on GBP, or Euro GBP rather. So hopefully we get, oh, look at that, beautiful push to the upside. So the reason why I'm looking at buys on Euro GBP, the way that I have this this strategy set up, it shows us exactly when the market is either going to give us momentum or the lack of momentum shows a potential reversal or change of initial direction. So what I am seeing is that the market is, hopefully, we remain with that bullish intent. It does seem as if it is losing the bullish momentum and wants to remain a little, or bearish momentum rather, and wants to remain a little bit more bullish. So we are, oh, did we break even on that? That sucks. That's terrible. We broke even on that trade when it literally last little second it spiked up. Hopefully you guys were able to win that. But as you can see here, the analysis is still very much true here. But that should have been a definite win. But I think 30 seconds might be a little bit too short. We might actually switch up to a minute. But at least we know the strategy is there. The idea is still very much true. Hopefully a lot of you guys were able to place that maybe with a better entry than me. And we're able to actually profit from that. So let's go ahead and identify a few more trades and see what we got. I might start looking for sells on Euro GBP sometime soon. I don't like the, oh my God, as soon as I was going to say, I don't like the lack of momentum with some of these, but I'm looking for sells on EuroCAD, and it started doing exactly that. So we're going to leave EuroCAD open, but we're not going to do anything just yet. We want to allow this market to just kind of change, or just, not change, really develop, really show us what it wants to do. Now, I might get into a sell here on EuroCAD. Actually, no. Because in the corresponding time frames doesn't give me that just yet. It does seem I'm gonna take that risk. I'm gonna go ahead and sell it now, EuroCAD. I still like it. Like, even the corresponding time frames really aren't telling us too much as far as like stronger confirmations. But hopefully we get a nice little push down. Now this looks a little bit weird because this candlestick looks like that. And that candlestick hasn't moved. And this one's moving. That should put us right in profits. It's a little, or am I on a different time frame? Nope, same time frame. Hopefully this is not lagging behind, because I'll be real pissed. There we go. All right, last second, we actually got that pushed down in our favor. So we are going to clear that just by a little bit. But again, it's all about the entry and identifying the consistency behind your strategy. So we were able to break even on 2 trades, but 3 trades are 1. So we're going to go ahead and actually go find some more trades as well. 2 trades, 2 chains. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hopefully, you guys are having fun. Hopefully, you guys are seeing the benefits and the probabilities behind, or the profitability behind binary options, and the fact that Legacy here can definitely trade it. It's not too hard. Once you have an initial strategy and idea of what you're looking for, it is extremely, extremely easy. What I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to add a few more pairs so that way we can trade. So we got USD CAD, Euro GB or Euro JPY, and GBP JPY. So we're going to add those three: USD CAD, Euro JPY. That's already there. Euro JPY, where you at, homie? I don't see. Oh, there we go. Euro JPY. And then I think the other one was GJ. Yep. GJ is right here. All right. So we have a few more pairs to trade just so that way we can find more opportunities and make a little bit more money. So let's go ahead and see if we can do that right now. Let's go to CAD JPY. Oh, let's go to CAD JPY. Sell it now. We might have a late entry, but sell CAD JPY now. I placed one entry. Oh, hopefully you guys got that entry as well. Hopefully we still gain or maintain that momentum. But the reason why I'm looking for these sells is because the way that, again, the strategy is set up, Legacy line, is that since we broke below the middle of that Bollinger Band and also these moving averages, it kind of shows, it kind of like represents the same idea of like a broken trend line or a broken level of structure. So I want to identify that and then use these red moving averages as a level of resistance. And the same with that middle Bollinger Band as well. And since I see this candlestick kind of giving us a little bit of rejection, hopefully that momentum carries on over to this as well. But I don't think that is the case. Oh, we actually won that. Perfect. So we were able to win that trade as well. Got another banger in there. So we got another win. So we were able to not lose any trades. We got 2 break evens. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 wins. So that's not bad. The consistency is there. The profits are there as well. Oh, wrong thing. So we're able, and either way, that would have ended up profitable either way. So that's beautiful. Let's go ahead. And I think we might get a double up on this. Even though, again, a small move, we're still able to benefit and profit. So I think that just spiked down. Yeah, look at that. It spiked down a lot more. So either way, no matter what your entry was or your expiry time, you're able to clear that as a strong win. So we're going to go ahead and identify a few more. And then I'll let you guys go. GBP AUD. Let's go over to GBP AUD and buy it right now. Buy GBP AUD now. So I just placed multiple entries there just because I'm on a demo account. Doesn't really matter. I'm not worried about that. So what I'm looking at are the buys here, because as you can see here, what I'm looking at is since the candlesticks are closing within the yellow moving averages, it's kind of like telling me that the market is losing the momentum to the downside and actually wants to give us, after this impulse, a potential correction. So hopefully we get a little bit of momentum, at least a break even on these. Oh, no, spike down. So we might actually get our first trade lost in this entire session. So we're going to go ahead and find another recovery trade on that. Now, in the recovery trade, if you're on a live account, don't do what I'm doing. I place multiple entries on that just because. If I was on a live account, I'm only placing one entry unless I need to place multiple entries or unless I feel very confident on placing multiple entries on that trade sub. So we actually got our first loss of the session out of all the trades. That's still strong consistency. That's still a lot. I mean, as far as like profits are concerned, depending on what you guys are doing with your lot sizes or investments, rather, you guys are making a lot. And look at that. That should have been profitable. I'm so angry. That would have actually been profitable. All right, let's go ahead and identify a few more, see if there's anything that we can get. Oh, I forgot. I don't have any of these charts loaded up on the minute. Oh, I think I just got rid of a pair by accident. Looks like GU is going to have a little. Let's go to GU and buy GBP USD. So buy GBP USD, one entry. This is a little risky, but I want to see if this does work out. Oh, wrong thing. So if, oh, there we go. We're getting a little bit of momentum. So if this market can, in fact, push up or stay above just a little bit, we're going to get a nice little buy. Now, the reason why I'm buying this is because it's already shown a break above the red moving averages, which is kind of showing me like the market is wanting to remain bullish, or it's finding the momentum. Hopefully, did we clear that just before? Break even again. I'm so angry. And look at that. It just spiked right back up last minute. That's unfortunate. I'm going to find some more because we are getting like this. We're getting perfect entries. It's just like the lack of momentum on some of these is kind of killing us. Ooh, man, look at that. We bought GBP AUD, and that should have been a strong buy. That should have been a win for us. That's unfortunate. Now, I'm going to see if we get one or two more before I let you guys go. I don't want to keep you guys too long. I definitely do appreciate every last one of you guys that are on right now. It's very important to me, or it means a lot to me, rather, that a lot of you guys are just helping me practice, because what's going to help me, what helps me is going to help you all. You know, like the better I get with this, the more money you guys make. And eventually when I go live with this with legacy students, they're going to be making a killing. So I'm really excited. Thank you guys for actually joining on and participating. I will be actually doing these every single night with you guys. So that way we can all trade together, all benefit and all practice, at least benefit or profit. You know, I know I'm not really teaching the strategies to the public. For the legacy students, they are learning, but I definitely want to make sure that everybody's benefiting and learning how to trade with us, because it is important that everybody has some type of resource and platform to reach out to. So it's very important for me that I teach or at least help everybody become profitable. So I'm actually going to go ahead and look. Probably going to go ahead and look for more sells on GU. CAD JPY might actually start getting some strong sells here coming up again as well. And then USD JPY might have some strong buys. I might actually start buying USD JPY here in a second, to be completely honest. So I'm actually going to go to GU. I'm going to leave GU open. I want to take this risk so bad. I want to see. If you're in a live account, don't do this. I'm going to sell GBP USD right now. I'm going to place mad entries because I'm on a demo account. Please, if you're in a live account, don't do this. I'm just going crazy because it's not real money. Obviously, on a live account, I'm only placing one entry at a time. I'm not going to do this again unless I really feel like that trade is, in fact, going to be profitable. But the reason why I'm selling this, it's kind of risky in the sense, is because it's given us a small little range. But within that small little range, it's really just showing me I thought it was going to remain a little bit more bullish. But it seems like we found a little bit of momentum. And even on a smaller time frame, that's considered a double top. So I want to see if that can still give us profit. So there we go. So even with all those entries, we ended up making all those losses back. That's kind of like, oh, look at that. Beautiful spikes to the downside. So I know you guys won that trade as well. So we got our loss back. We definitely got our loss back. So that's one of the main reasons. If you lose in binary, like you say you place one trade, you go ahead and you place the 2 or 3 trades on the next one, especially if you feel confident, to accommodate that loss and then make up for the rest. So you make up for the loss and then you end up profitable. So I'm going to see if we can find a few more, see if there's anything else we can identify. We might get into some sells on GBP AUD. Let's actually keep that open here. So let's go to GBP AUD. We're going to keep it. Oh my God. As soon as I said we're going to look for sells on GBP AUD, it starts selling. At least we know what we're trying to look at and identify what the strategy is in fact true. Obviously, we can't say this is a win because we haven't placed it. But if it closes, if that closes anywhere where it's at now beyond, then obviously we'll chalk that up as a mental win, because that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to look for potential sells there. Let's go ahead and see if we can identify anything else before we conclude. Might look for more sells on GU because that's definitely showed its true colors. So all I'm doing now is allowing these trades to start showing a potential setup, meaning that it's reaching the criteria of my strategy. It's meeting the moving averages, the Bollinger Bands, and its own little the way that it's supposed to be set up. You know what I mean? Because the moving averages and the Bollinger Bands here, everything has its own little purpose. And within its own purpose, they tell you what the next move is literally going to be before it happens. I mean, you guys are kind of seeing it as we're doing the session. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm identifying things that are just literally happening. We only lost one trade. So I really want to make sure that what I'm identifying is in fact true. So that way for legacy students, when we go live with this, they're making the most out of their money. So I'm actually finding a legacy line trade, which is a very accurate and specific entry that I've discovered using this strategy over time. So what this basically is me finding a very precise level of structure and or support or resistance where the market will reach, and then I'll start getting my my setups, like the visuals of the strategy around that area, which will then signify the potential trade setup there. So I'm just going to wait and see if that actually fruitions for us, because if it does, we have a perfect entry in the midst. We actually have one here. So Euro JPY. Let's go to Euro JPY. Let's go sell Euro JPY. I think the entry might be a little bit late, but I have sold Euro JPY. Hopefully the momentum remains. There is a potential legacy line trade there. Hopefully we get strong. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So even with a late entry, we may end up winning this trade as well. Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. I love legacy line trade. So it's basically, I don't know how to describe it, but I've been able to identify using candlesticks or specific candlesticks with the strategy on where the perfect level of structure is. It doesn't always happen, but since it's a smaller time frame, I think it usually happens a lot. So look at that. just goes to prove the initial strength of the strategy, to prove to you guys the profitability with these trades. So I'm actually going to go ahead and sell again Euro JPY, only because I believe the momentum is going to remain. So hopefully with this current candlestick, we get a lot more bearish momentum from here to show another profitable trade. So let's see what happens here. I've only placed multiple entries here, obviously, because again, it's a demo account. I really don't give a fuck. But let's see what initially happens. So hopefully we can get some more profits in the bank. Even if we break even, that's all right, because we're not going to lose anything. Oh, break even or... All right, so I'll take the break even. I'll take the break even. And watch it spike all the way down the next time we come back around. So, that looks like a buy setting up. Oh, man, that's definitely a buy setting up. Let's go to EuroCAD. EuroCAD. We just missed it. Just missed it. I'm not going to sell it anymore because we're within a buy range. Let's do that. Let's go buy EuroCAD. Oh, I don't like that gap, actually. Damn, I already sold it, or I bought it, rather. And look at that, it starts selling. So we might actually get our second loss. So the reason why I'm buying this is because, as you see here, it was just following this trend. It's following the moving average. It's following the middle of the Bollinger Band. And there was also the 50-period moving average there as well. But as you see here, the market is finding more bearish momentum. I'm over here looking for buys. I was going to say sells originally. We should have stuck with the sells, but that's perfectly fine. We've won every other trade, so we might actually just conclude on that. So that way we can keep the consistency and keep the profits in case anybody did, in fact, trade a live account. Actually, if you're on a live account, do not do this. I actually just want to test this out. I'm going to sell GBP AUD now with all the money I can because I'm just trying to blow the demo account. I like starting over with a fresh account. Kind of like to track the real progress of what I would have. So I just wanted to test something out, very risky, see if it win. If not, I really don't care. It's a demo account. But we're going to conclude on that note. So again, I'm not really going to count this as a trade. I'm just going hand because it's the end of the session. So with that being said, hopefully a lot of you guys were able to have some fun, really learn what binary options is and see the profitability that we can have with this when we actually take it serious. Because look at that. Now all trades close in profit. That's insane. So when you take this serious, when you're identifying something, and if I would have just placed more entries, that would have been insane. Because look at that. The end of the session, very profitable. The analysis there is still the same. So as you see, the profitability within this is insane. You can make so much money in a short amount of time trading binary. So I really do want to perfect this, really understand how to become profitable. I tried blowing this account and it failed. That's how good the strategy is. So I really do appreciate you guys being on. I do apologize for the comment section below not being available. I will make sure from now on that each session they will be on. So that way I can listen to you guys, see what questions that you guys have, see if you guys won any of the trades that I may have lost because I've had a shitty entry and maybe you guys got a better one. And then we can go from there. But again, for everybody who was on the session, I highly appreciate you. If you are not a Legacy student and you're currently on, hit me up on Discord. If you already have me on Facebook and Instagram, also hit me up just so that way I can say thank you. And just so that way I can really extend my gratitude to you. So that way I can obviously, again, I just really want to make sure the lives that I'm impacting, I can actually speak with you, be more personal, and actually make sure that if you need anything, I'm there. So with that being said, everybody, whether you're a Legacy student or not, whether you're in the public group or not, I'm going to be doing these every single day with you, Monday through, I would say Thursday, because obviously Fridays we're not going to be able to trade at night. The markets are closed. So maybe like Monday through Wednesday, Monday through Thursday, we'll be doing these every single night here on YouTube Live. So that way you guys can also benefit, profit with me. And then when we go live with this, that you guys can feel comfortable, being a participant in our binary journey. So with that being said, thank you guys so much. Again, if you want, by all means, feel free to contact me if you have any questions. And I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow night on the next one. So